Thank you to our sponsor, MBA Growth Partners.
Welcome to Studio 501c3. I'm your host, Kim Jones, CEO of the Nonprofit Village, a capacity builder and shared space for nonprofits. This show features nonprofit organizations that provide critical and essential programs and services throughout the county. They're charities that the IRS designates as 501c3 because they provide a public benefit. Often, your donations are tax deductible. We're a proud partner of Montgomery Community Media, and MCM is your public access resource on a variety of information and programs relevant to our community. On this episode, we're talking to Ari Brooks, the Executive Director of Friends of the Library, Montgomery County. Friends of the Library is an independent nonprofit whose goal is to support Montgomery County public libraries and promote lifelong learning in Montgomery County. Ari's a lifelong friend and Leadership Montgomery classmate, so I want to thank you for joining us in Studio 501c3.
Thank you for having me today.
Great. So again, Friends of the Library is not affiliated with county government. You are an independent nonprofit, but you do provide supplemental funding for programs and materials to the public library system. And viewers probably know you from the bookstores because that's one of your most visible programs. But tell us a little bit more about Friends of the Library and the range of program services activities that you're coordinating.
Sure. And you're right, Kim. The bookstores are our biggest public face to the community. We operate one currently at the Randolph Hills Shopping Center, and we've been there for going on 15 years, I believe. And we are also in the new Wheaton Library and Recreation Center, which during the pandemic closed to the public, but we will be back there. And folks can donate their books and vinyl record, and we'll get to that a little bit in the conversation as well.
Yeah, because there's a lot of things that people can donate that they probably don't know about.
Exactly. Games. We were the only place in town where you could find puzzles at one point. And so all of the proceeds that we receive from those, from the bookstore operations, and we're online as well. So folks should definitely visit our website because we have a presence on Amazon and eBay. All of the proceeds actually help us to fund enhanced programs and services, such as what you just mentioned, which is our core mission to provide not the basic library budget, because that comes through county government, but what we provide is what I call the icing on the cake, so to speak. We have a great library system here in Montgomery County, and actually an award-winning library system. And oftentimes people take that for granted. And so we provide all of those enhanced programs and services. And when we were first founded about 38 years ago, our primary goal was to actually help pilot new programs and services. And so we actually funded the first pilot of a computer lab.
Oh, really?
We used to go to the library just to read books and read the newspaper, and you couldn't, or magazines, and you couldn't even fathom the thought of going to use a computer. We actually piloted the first public use computer space at the Aspen Hill branch. Okay. Yeah, you can't go into a library in the county or the country.
And you know what? You just mentioned something about branches. You have different, I guess, chapters throughout the county. Is that correct?
We do. So MCPL, Montgomery County Public Libraries, has 21 branches, and they also have a branch at the detention center. 17 of those branches actually have a chapter of Friends of the Library, Montgomery County. And so those chapters, which are volunteer run, are actually working to fundraise and support and do some targeted enhancements for their community branch. as opposed to Montgomery County Friends of the Library. And we are actually looking at the entire system and helping to fundraise for, promote, and support the entire 21 branch system.
Okay. And I've seen Friends of the Library in other states, other cities, but I've never seen one that is as innovative as Friends of the Library Montgomery County. I think that it's a testament to you and your team and how you think out of the box. So I do have to say that. But tell us, we're going to go to a break in just about a minute, but can you tell us a little bit more about what's on your calendar throughout the year? Because your website is chock full of events and activities. So tell us what, viewers going to the website would see on a calendar throughout the year.
Sure. So in addition to the direct funding that we provide to MCPL, we also have programs that we run that support the mission of MCPL. So for example, I mentioned those vinyls. We actually have an amazing vintage vinyl collection at both of our bookstores. Because of the resurgence of vinyl in the past few years, we decided to bring back vinyl, bring back the discussion of vinyl. And so I'd love to talk more about that as well after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we are going to take a brief break in just a second, but just to go back to some of the donations, anybody, you mentioned something about eBay earlier. So can you, in about 30 seconds, tell us how you're involved with eBay?
Sure. Well, people donate to us, and often they will donate items that are rare. And so we can't put a dollar price tag on those. And often we will put them for sale on eBay. We recently sold a book on eBay for $1,000. And so, again, those proceeds come back to benefit us. And in turn, we support MCPL.
Perfect. All right. So we do need to take a brief break, but when we come back, we'll hear more about the programs, the services that are provided by Friends of the Library. Studio 501c3 on Montgomery Community Media. We'll be right back.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies. Selfie, nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's split a ride home.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back. Dad! You probably don't remember what you told me.
That was perfect.
But I heard every word.
Welcome back to Studio 501c3, your window into exceptional nonprofit programs in Montgomery County. I'm talking with Ari Brooks, the Executive Director of Friends of the Library, Montgomery County. So let's go back to what we were starting on before the break, and that is that whole calendar throughout the year and some of the activities. And you were also talking about the vinyl that gets donated.
Yes, and we get a lot of it. And a lot of folks are, cleaning out their vinyl because you can access music in so many different ways now. And so we decided 3 years ago, because, a lot of what we do is build and create community through library usage. Mm-hmm. So we decided to host a vinyl record festival. It was actually the inception of our former library director, who is now retired. And we it was hosted originally at the Silver Spring branch, and all day. It's usually the third or last Sunday in April on our calendar. It's always a spring event. We try to coincide it with the Vinyl Record Day, which is a national.
There's a National Vinyl Record Day?
Yes, there's a National Vinyl Record Day.
Okay.
And so we've tried to, it hasn't always worked, but we've tried to coincide the date with that.
Right.
So the entire branch, all 3 floors of that branch were all things vinyl. From we would have a keynote speaker on vinyl. At one point, we had the author of Vinyl Freak, panel discussions on vinyl. Last year, our theme was women in vinyl. So we had someone who, the only woman who actually owns a record shop in the DMV, speak, a woman who's actually making vinyl, which was fascinating. Candy Shannon, who had been a DJ on WPGC, I believe, and maybe even WKYS, was a panelist. We have our business operations director of FOLMC talking about the coolest vinyl we've ever received and how we value our vinyl. Many people want to know what goes into actually evaluating the vinyl. We also have
That's your new tagline: value your vinyl.
Value your vinyl. It's like a Roadhouse oldies version of vinyl. And we also have a talent competition. We expanded the Vinyl Record Day to include a talent competition, Make Music Montgomery. And the cool thing is, last year we did it all online, and we were able to feature the artists. And again, bringing it back full circle to library resources, one of the participants actually talked about how she checked out a guitar at the Library of Things that's housed at the Twinburg Library in order to record her submission.
Okay. All right.
So again, it was,
So all of that will be on your website, which we're going to put up on the screen as well. But I do, before we run out of time, want to say once again, a lot of other innovative programs and very cool programs. I remember several years back, I was the judge for one of your student competition programs. We've only got about 30 seconds. Can you tell us about that program?
Yes, Mosaic is our creative writing program for middle school students in Montgomery County. All middle school students can participate. And basically, our goal is to help students who are writers to achieve excellence through writing. And so we award those student winners. And then we compile the winning works into an anthology, which gets circulated in the Montgomery County Public Library system and all school media centers in Montgomery County.
Okay. Well, there are plenty of other programs. They are all listed on your website. I do encourage viewers to go and see what is there, because there's extensive opportunities to get involved and to volunteer. There are a lot of opportunities that you advertise, and you've had a wealth of wonderful volunteers over the years. So I'm sorry to say we're out of time, but I hope you have learned more about the services provided by Friends of the Library, Montgomery County, and the many ways you can get engaged. Ari, I want to thank you for sharing great information with our audience.
You're very welcome. And I hope that I see everyone at the library.
Yes, we do. For more information on Friends of the Library, Montgomery County, visit their website at folmc.org. I'm Kim Jones. Thanks for joining us, and come back for another edition of Studio 501c3 on Montgomery Community Media.